Boys, the scheme is straightforward. We are here with every single card in Master Duel that is currently banned. And we're going to put them on a tier list, whether it should be stay banned forever or it can come back to 3, no issue. And we're going to start off with the Cannon Soldiers. Yeah, these cards are bad. They've only been ever really good when you look at like Danger Dark World. And you've just been able to like cycle through your deck infinitely because you had like Firewall Dragon and like multiple Sarusas. Sarusas is at 1, and you know, dangers are terrible. So, you know, come back to 3, no issue. My personal opinion. Dandelion. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one. Chat's not gonna like it. Chat is not gonna like it. They're not gonna love it. I think Dandelion's like fine. I think this card is like fine. The only deck this would ever see real play in is exactly like Sun Avalon. And that deck is terrible. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. You could send it off to Rubini, but you have to dedicate a ton of extra deck slots in order to make that into something meaningful. Something like a Link Spider and a Link Rebo. In order to even turn that into a Verte Anaconda, which is, you know, really bad because that extra deck is really tight already. There are ways to abuse it, but again, in my opinion, just token summoners in general are not very good. But this card is still like pretty sussy because you could just straight up send it off Cherubini. There are definitely ways to do it. Wind Up Hunter is... Yeah, this deck is not good. Like, Wind Up Hunter is not good. Chat, like, did you really think that this deck was good? Did you really think that Wind Up Hunter loop was good? Yeah, it's pretty good. But it's not that good. The main thing is that it's actually like really inconsistent and it's really fragile. Like, we have the wind up stuff, do we? Don't we have like wind up carrier within Mermaid is like legal? I think it's legal. But either way, just like wind up is not good. And even if you wanted to cope and say like the hand loop is good, it's not really, because guess what? Decks only really need 1 card to play. Life Equalizer is dog shit. Terrible FTK card, not consistent, not good. Funny in best of ones, but it's not good. Come back to 3, no issue. Monkeyboard. Okay, this card's like a little goofy. An NGL.
I'm sorry about this card, but I'm gonna have to send you to the Shadow Realm.
Just a little too good. Set skills for free. It literally just solves the issue that Pendulum has, where you kind of need like multiple cards in order for any of your plays to go off, such as in your scales or if Endymion multiple draw spells. Yeah, Monkeyboard kind of solves that issue. Broken. Confiscation. Permanently broken forever. I don't think I need to explain this. Who would have guessed that just being able to look at your opponent's hand and just be like, yeah, no. Yeah, fuck this card. I hate it. Norden. Yeah, non-once per turn reborns. Yeah, a little goofy. Fuck this card. Constellar told me M7. I don't think it's M7. I think it's just like Constellar Ptolemaeus. PP poo poo. The rank up card. You guys know what it is. It's only ever been good in very specific formats where you've been able to just kind of turbo out like a ton of level 4s, and like Infinity on your first turn was like super duper easy. And probably that was too good for certain formats back then. But now, Infinity sucks. Yeah, Ptolemaeus. Yeah, Tower Knight Ptolemaeus, not good. Not good. Heavy Storm. I think it can come back to like 1. This is sussy. This is sussy. The main thing that people like to say about what's it called? Like Heavy Storm is like, oh, it's broken no matter what because you get to pop your own shit. Fellas, if I'm ever popping my own back row with Heavy Storm, please check me into like a physician's ward because I need to be CT scanned to make sure my brain is functioning properly. Yeah, this is just, no, get this away from me. This card is so bad, but it's also just like Harpy's Feather Duster. I think it's kind of funny because you can trigger your own stuff, like Metal Foes. But yeah, I don't know. I think it can maybe come back. Substitute. Don't at me. This card is not as bad as you think. I'd arguably put it in here, but it's still like a little bit sussy. No, I think it's okay. Substitute fucking sucks. This shit's terrible. This shit is way too bad. This card is awful. People are acting like, oh my god, you can summon like 50 frogs. One, if I'm ever summoning frogs, see, please check me into Physician's Ward. And 2, the main issue why Substitute was like so quote unquote broken back then is because, or like even now, is because people are like, oh my god, you can summon multiple totally awesomes. Fellas, that board is shit. Like a totally awesome board requires so much investment. You need to play so many bad frogs just to be able to fuel the Ronin Totem. It is so poop. It is just so bad. This card is like probably fine, but I don't know. There's probably a way to break it. Like, people say link spam, but link spam sucks. Don't at me. Masterpiece. Fuck this card. I hate it. I literally own a Masterpiece. I own an original print MACR first edition Masterpiece. I own it. It is the back of my phone. And even then, this card is so stupid. This card is like a win con in itself. It's almost impossible to beat sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean like 80% of the time. Because if you tribute like spell monster, 90% of the decks, you're fucked. This is Master Duel. This is Master Duel. Every banned card in Master Duel. Need to update that. Yeah, fuck this. It's so goofy. Gunblar. Yeah, this card needs to be banned forever. Hand looping, the Link monster, goofy. Dimension Fusion, needs to be banned forever. I don't think I need to explain why half of these cards are banned. But yeah, who would have guessed that, like, in literally just like Chaos Dragon, this card is literally just Soul Charge. This card is just Soul Charge, but like better. It's actually insane. Fiction Cluster Amaryllis, terrible card. This card is horrible. There are funny FTKs you could do with it, but if you're losing to those FTKs, you probably lost the duel already, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, just Fiction Cluster Amaryllis, pee-pee poo-poo bad. Ancient Fairy Dragon is kind of sussy. I think it can maybe come back. There aren't like a lot of field spells you want to cycle towards. Like, when you look at probably the best deck that can abuse it, something like Dragon Link, where you could play like Destrudo to make it with like a 4 and a 7, like a 4 and a 3 to make like a 7 Ancient Fairy. You can summon a card from your hand. The question is like, is Ancient Fairy good? Is summoning Ancient Fairy better than what you could already be doing? You could argue that it's playable in Spiral, but Spiral's like dog shit, so it's not even that good. It's just not great. Like, why would you want to play Ancient Fairy Dragon? The only reason why you'd ever want to is because you're playing a deck that cycles through the same field spell over and over again. Something like Monarch, like FTK, where you're just like playing deep draw. But yeah, just my opinion, Ancient Fairy is not that good, but still, you know, pretty sussy. Title, this card is not that good. It could probably come to like 1, no issue. Like, I used to be like, oh my god, what if Mermaid plays it? Sad face. What if Mermaid plays it? Oh no. Yeah, Mermaid sucks. Come back. Return from the different dimension. We have this already. It's called Tri-Brigade Revolts. And like, this card is just a worse Tri-Brigade Revolt. This card can come back so easy. So easy. This card is so penis bad. The main reason it can come back is like it's a trap card. It's a trap card. That is the main reason why. Last turn. Stay banned forever. This is just like a this isn't a good card. It's just like a card that causes A, ruling issues, and B, is the stupidest shit on earth. There's just like ways to abuse cards like this in just really unfun, uninteractive ways that last turn could probably know. Yatagarasu is terrible. Don't at me. Kirin, it's the main thing about Kirin is that if you ever play Kirin, it's not, if you're ever like putting in Magispector cards, you're not playing them because you like Magispector cards. You're playing them so you could pen out fucking Kirin. Like, you're playing 3 Bunbuku, 1 Kyubey, and like 1 Kirin at most. I don't even think you play Kyubey. But do you really just kind of want decks to have like a non-targetable, non-destructive like spin? Like, do you really want that? I think it's like a little too good, but I don't know. I just think it's like a little too good, you know? Phoenix Blade. This card can probably stay banned forever. I don't know. The main thing, like I was talking about earlier, chat, where cards like Phoenix Blade, they're not exactly like broken, but they're not broken because of like their effect. They're broken because they have like a good effect and they're extremely searchable, which is basically like what Isolde did. And being able to like infinitely loop Phoenix Blades is like mainly one of the big issues behind Phoenix Blade. Not the fact that you could add it back, but the fact that you could add it back multiple times. Magical Explosion is terrible. You can play this in Master Duel with all the draw spells you wanted. Yeah, no, this card sucks. Actually, yeah, this card sucks. Deep Draw is bad.
Sorry
and
about
don't let anyone
this,
tell you otherwise.
but I'm gonna have to send you to the Shadow Realm.
Mommy, please stop spamming. Being explained is the best argument for Elma being bad. It's just better at Elma. Yeah, it's just better at Elma. 6 cents. Don't at me, chat. This card sucks. This card is bad. Do not at me. This card is penis bad. Think about it. Okay, chat. I'm gonna give you guys the hot reasoning. When you look at 6 cents, what are you playing this in? You're playing this in either combo, or you're either playing this in a combo deck or a control deck, or something like Eldritch or Paleo. Do you really want to activate Needlebug Nest? It's cool, it's funny, but it's not good. And let's say in combo, think about it. In combo or control, the main reason people say 6 cents is good is because, oh, you can draw hand traps. Oh, you can draw extension. Oh, you can mill stuff. When you look at the math behind like drawing like hand traps off of like 6 cents, usually at best it equates to like 1 or maybe 2 if you're lucky. I think 2 is like a 40 something percent, and like one hand trap is like, okay, do you really want a card to say add a random hand trap from your deck to your hand? If you're lucky, do you really want to play it? Trap Trick? Oh wow, now I can break even more. I can't wait to play Trap Trick in my Eldritch deck. Wow, that's crazy. And in combo, terrible card, because A, you're not really playing that many hand traps because you're playing a combo deck, and B, it's 6 cents. It's not good. You can't do anything with it going first. You're just like, damn, maybe I can send it off my Cura because it's funny. It's just not good. No bueno. Play Needlebug Nest, or Reckless Greed, or Upstart. Laval Chain is pretty good. I don't think I need to explain why Laval Chain is like really good. Just like 2 rank 4s, Foolish Burial, where like stack a card, broken. Cyberjar, penis bad. Really funny though. Magical Scientist, no. In Zara's 5th rate Heart of the Cards tournament, Magical Scientist was the card that made, or was the card that was basically the make it or break it card of every single match. But Magical Scientist was just so good. Every time you result, I think literally with Magical Scientist, we developed the combo where it was just like you could end on spheres plus 2 negates. It was so stupid. Magical Scientist is one of those cards that gets better as time goes on. It's crazy. Mass Driver is bad for the same reason Cannon Soldier is bad. It's not searchable out of, you know, shit like Left Arm. Yeah, it's bad. As a thought, fuck this card. Phantom Knight rank up magic launch, goofy, non-respondable Shockmaster. It's just so goofy. You can't even respond to it. It just applies. It's so not cool. Time Seal. Yeah, fuck this card. I hate it. I hate Time Seal. All my homies hate Time Seal. This card is so bad. Oh no, turn 4. Ah! Nightmare Mermaid. Yeah. There's an argument. No, just no. Nightmare Mermaid is arguably the greatest engine that's ever existed outside of like the adventure package. And yeah, even now that shit is broken. It's just like the ultimate plan B. This shit was Make Verte before Make Verte. Yeah, just way too good. It's arguably one of the best Link monsters ever printed. Period. Actually, it wasn't even that good for a while until Urgus Nightmare came out. Like people were just like, oh, you summoned Ibly? Wow, I don't give a shit. like no one gave a shit about Ibly. But then we got Nightmare, Orchestrated Nightmare. Real shit? Real shit? Dragoon. Dragoon's sussy. Dragoon's so sussy. The main thing about Dragoon is like, It's good. I don't think anyone really has to explain why this card is good. But it's also bad. Okay, the thing about Dragoon is that it has so much going for it, but requires so much investment, and it's only playable in specific kinds of decks. Whereas cards like DPE are a lot easier to play. They're a lot more flexible because their fusion spell you can activate whenever. The monster is a bit more generic. The garnets that you play technically have effects. Where Dragoon is very much a very centralizing card, where the monster is extremely powerful and good, but everything surrounding it is so bad. The fusion spell is so restrictive. The garnets are terrible. Dragoon is just saying this is a really sussy spot where like it's really, really good, but it's also got so much bad shit going for it. It's good because of Verte. It's good because it's not good because of Verte. Verte is a shit card. Don't at me. Verte's dog shit. Verte is like penis. Verte is bad. If you're using Verte as a way to go into Dragoon, then like you probably I don't know how to describe it, but are you high? No. The best way I could probably describe it is once you make a Verte, all lines kind of end. Like that is the end of your turn. If you're forced into a Verte line, like your opponent, it kind of knows that your turn ends. And there's an argument, but the main argument is that like, oh, sometimes the getting forced into a Verte line and the Verte summoning the Dragoon / DP is enough to close out the game, which is, you know, a fair argument. That's just my opinion of it. Where, on one hand, getting forced into a Verte line is something your opponent can play around. It's something your opponent knows as a definite answer. On the other hand, sometimes the Verte line is just enough. That's why it's just like, I think Verte is like good, but it's not as broken as everyone says, you know? Nightmare Goblin, fuck this card. Double summon, broken. Change of Heart. Change of Heart, yeah. It's change of Heart, bro. Like, this shit's goofy. Mirage of Nightmare. It's worse. It's bad. It's not good. It's actually like more like here. The main thing with, oh yeah, Mirage was DP. Oh yeah. Yeah, never mind. I didn't even think of that interaction. Holy shit. Okay, here's the main thing. Mirage is kind of just Reckless Greed. When you think about it, Mirage of Nightmare is kind of just Reckless Greed. The main thing that people like argue about is like Mirage of Nightmare, oh no, you gotta draw hand traps. It's the same argument people have for Sixth Sense. One, the odds are that at most you're gonna draw like maybe 2 statistically, like in a 1 in 3 chance. And even 2, if you draw 1 hand trap, wouldn't you rather have just played the hand trap? Like Mirage of Nightmare obviously can just like grab combo extension, but if you're able to assemble your whole board with just 4 cards, and you're able to get value out of the Nightmare, Mirage of Nightmare, wouldn't you have rather just played like a better card? What if you can't play 15 hand traps? Then Mirage of Nightmare probably isn't that good in your deck. Mirage have no downside and every card is a graveyard effect. No, that is very... Mirage of Nightmare, the downside is you're opening Mirage of Nightmare. The downside is you're playing Mirage of Nightmare. That's the whatever it's called. That's the downside. You're opening a card that does nothing on your first turn. You're opening the downside is you're opening a card that does nothing for your combo extension. And you kind of have to wonder, and for those sort of cards, you have to ask yourselves, oh, can I use them on my opponent's turn? Can I play them during some capacity? Blah 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 nerd shit. Like, there are a lot of cards that exist that are extremely broken, but you just don't play them because they're just not good enough whether you're going first or second. Like, Raigeki is objectively one of the best board-breaking tools to ever exist. You will never see a combo deck playing it because, sure, you could go +4 off of it, but you'd much rather have, like, a combo starter. Yeah, like, the potential of going +4 off Raigeki is broken, but is it really? MX Saber Invoker. as long as any Zodiac card exists ever, this card kind of has to stay banned. Like stuff like Bow Baboon, stuff like Metal Foes. There's just so many ways to make this card that's actually just so insane. It's goofy. Way too good. I actually owned this card as a kid. I owned this card and I didn't know what it did. I was like, oh my god, how am I ever summoning this? What will Zoo do? Everything. Every format where Zoo has been relevant, it's been tier 1. TCG, OCG, it doesn't matter. Zoo is literally the best archetype of all time. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Zoo is just, like, without a doubt, best archetype of all time. No matter what. You could put full power Zoo against any deck ever. It will always win. It doesn't matter. Delinquent Duo, broken. I don't think I have to explain why looping for 2 is broken. What's funnily enough is that, like, Delinquent Duo isn't that good in traditional, but yeah, it's definitely just loop 2, broken. Snatch Steal. It's kind of sussy. Little sussy, NGL. The main thing about Snatch Steal is it kind of forces a response. The main arguments against Snatch Steal is that there's like a million ways to search out Snatch Steal. There are like a million ways to search Snatch Steal, like stuff like Hidden Armory, Armory Cull. Can you even search it off Armory Cull? That's hilarious. Let me actually Google that. Armory Cull. Equip it to eye control. Never mind, just card shit. You can search it off like Power Tool. You can search it off like Left Arm. The main thing is it's just kind of a removal spell. It's just kind of like a removal spell, but it's still really good. It's probably like up there with like Change of Heart, where it's just like it's arguably better than Change of Heart because it's searchable. It's crazy. You can just send off Isolde and add it back. Okay, yeah, probably we should. Yeah, this card shouldn't be banned. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good point. Zodiac Barrage. It's not that good, but it's very good. Like, I don't think I have to explain why summon Zodiac from deck is broken. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. But I guess, like, it's technically archetype. Nah. I fucking hate Zoo cards. It's not like a stay banned forever card, but it's still just like, it's good. It's extremely good. Metamorphosis. Don't at me, chat. Don't at me. It sucks. It's so bad. It's so poop. It's penis. This card is so shit. Don't at me. This card is terrible. Oh wow, my unsearchable card. Oh wow, my unsearchable power spell. Fellas, I would rather open Solemn fucking Judgment rather than Metamorphosis every time. Okay, like when you think about it, Metamorphosis, it just kind of represents like a shitty boss monster. It represents
I'm sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to send you to the Shadow Realm.
The main thing about Metamorphosis is that you kind of have to build around it. Like, you could say like, oh, I could summon like a level 8, and I could like make Last Warrior. A, you have to play a Last Warrior deck, and B, you kind of have to build around it. Like, people act as if like Metamorphosis is going to be like the super stacky card, or it probably can be, but it's just not going to be consistent. It's not going to be good. Yeah, it's just not really going to be that bad. It could probably come back to 3, no issue, in my opinion. Spellbook of Judgment. This card is so weird. I think it can come back, honestly. I need to reread this card. It's been so long since I read this. Spellbook of Judgment. Okay. It's pretty sussy. The main thing about Spellbook of Judgment is like, oh my god, I get to play I get to add like 50 spellbooks. I get to whatever it's called. Slight problem. You have to play spellbooks. You have to play spellbooks. That's like the main problem. Like, I couldn't give a fuck if my opponent wanted to add blue boys, or to add secrets, or to add whatever. It could be playable in like Pendulum, but you have to play spellbooks. There's so many outs for like main deck floodgates. There's so many outs for like dumb shit. It's just not that good. There's an argument where you can play it. I'll put this in here. Like, there's an argument you could just play like the world's smallest spellbook package in like what's it called? In like Pen Mag. Or you just play like 3 Blue Boy, 3 Secrets, like 1 Wisdom, 1 Knowledge, and like 1 Judgment. And you just always get like Jalkin Nexus. But it's probably, I think it's fine. I don't know. I played Dragon Ruler for him for like a week. Zexal was like, I don't know, sussy. Not that good. Never mind. It's pretty good. I forgot that the reason this card was banned, not because of like the Numeron shit, but because of the Utopic support. But would this card make Utopic good? I don't think so. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. It's not that good. They could probably come back. The main issue is just like the fact that you could summon this off of the like Utopic stuff, but you have to ask yourself the question, like, is the Utopic stuff good enough? Like, is a card that literally just says Cyber Dragon can like win me the game now good enough? And I honestly don't think it's not. I don't think it's that good. I could obviously be proven very, very wrong, but I think it's just not that good. It's funny. It's a funny win con, but it's not a good one. Utopia is already okay, but is Utopia good? It's not really. The best Utopia hand is ending on like 2 negates. It ends on like the Pegasus, something, and like maybe Astral Protection if you're like the cheekiest motherfucker on earth. It was never an issue, in my opinion. I think it can probably come back, but probably not 3. But I mean, to be fair, like 3-0 doesn't really matter for this card. Blaster sucks. I don't think I need to explain this. Play Blaster. Bro, this card sucks. Yeah, it's like Mermaid hand loop. Like, a lot of cards seem really broken on paper in a vacuum, but in reality, they're kind of shit. Soul Charge. No. Shockmaster. No. Pot of Greed. No. Level Leader. No. This Level Leader is like my exception to the Link Spam rule. I think cards that promote Link Spam are shit. They're terrible. Stuff like Scapegoat, stuff like Sky Blaster, those cards are terrible. But Level Leader is kind of the exception because you can do synchro stuff with it as well. You could do synchro, you can do Xyz, you can do Link, you can do anything with this specific shit. That's what makes Level Leader so broken. You could do anything with it. It's broken beyond comparison. I think it might arguably be like one of the best monsters in the game, period. It's just that good. Self-Destruct Button. This should just stay banned forever, just on like principle. I just fuck this card. This card is not. Fuck this card. This card is just no. I fucking hate this card. I hate it. It's not good. It's just annoying. It's like, oh, it's like a stupid draw card. Card of Safe Return. I want to put it in here so badly. I want to put it in here so badly. I want to put it in here. But it's so average. The main issue with Card of Safe Return is that only specific types of decks can abuse it. It's not searchable. And yeah. Like, why wouldn't you just play its turn? But Drytron does exist. Tri-Brigade does exist. There are too many decks that can abuse it. But I just think it's so okay. Like, it's cool. It's broken in some capacities. But yeah, no. It's probably sussy. I put it in the sussy tier. Galaxy. I don't think I need to explain why Foolish for 3 as a cost is broken. Argapane. No. Chat. You might hate me for this one. I think Coldwave can come back. I think Coldwave can probably come back. I think Coldwave can come back. Chat. Don't. Chat, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. It hurts to hear the truth. But Coldwave can come back. And don't let your heart lead you astray. It's just Dark Lure for spells. Okay. So the main thing that sucks about Coldwave is that you have to activate it at the start of your main phase 1. You also can't activate spells and traps. Wow, that looks really fucked. I think it can come back. The main thing is that when you look at most decks, how many decks can realistically say, yes, I can play under not being able to activate a spell or trap. Like Imperial, okay, but the thing is, Imperial Order, you can just set that shit. you can activate Imperial Order before you play your shit. BA seconds light. BA sucks. Next question. The thing about Cold Wave is that there's so many decks that you have to if you want to play Cold Wave, you have to play a specific deck based around it. And I think that's cool. I think that, like, if you want to play a card as powerful as Cold Wave, a card as powerful as Sekka's Light, a card as powerful as Orbital Hydrator, you should have to creatively deck build around it. And I think that's really cool. Emancipator? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's pretty valid. But I just think, like, outside of those, where is Warm Wave? It's called Heat Wave. I think it's fine. I don't know. I think like, except for the only exception is like Emancipator, and like if you ban Block Dragon, that deck becomes like terrible. Like I think Block Dragon should have been gone a long time ago. I think like Kokai Mirror Guardian should have been gone. I just think like outside of exactly Emancipator, I think that this card could probably come back. Heatwave is a card that sees no play whatsoever. It's funny, but like it's terrible. You can play like Subterror. Summon Sork might... Okay, chat. Hear me out. I think Summon Sork might be the best monster ever printed. Am I wrong? I think Summon Sork might be like the best monster ever printed. I think it's up there. I think it's very easily like a top 5 easily. I think like top 5 monsters ever printed is like Summon Sork, like Nightmare Mermaid, like Zodiac Borbo. Like, it's so broken. It's such a stupid card. I love this card. I love this card to death. I think it's one of my favorite cards of all time. Just because of how much dumb shit you could do with it. You could play this in anything, and I loved it. I loved Summon Sork. I loved giving my opponent fucking 6 Samurai cards. I loved summoning Glow Up Bulb from deck to synchro with Mizuki to make it to fucking Naturia Beast. That shit was hype. I loved it. But it was also one of the stupidest cards ever printed. Tempest Magician is terrible. If you're playing Spell Counter FTK, I wish you the best of luck. Trap Dustshoot is terrible. We have Trap Dustshoot already. It's called Triple Tactics Talent and Appointed of the Red Lotus. And Appointed of the Red Lotus is arguably better. Glow Up Bulb is sussy. Like, 1 card Hulk, Omega Lol. Also at the same time, like, it's Glow Up Bulb. It's just kind of like this 1 card that you kind of play into every deck because it's kind of just like, oh, it's like a 1 card extender. Like, it's always just like a good extender. But like, I like to call it, I'm gonna call this the Sylvanas the Sylvanas problem. I'm gonna call it the Sylvanas problem. Sylvanas was a card in Hearthstone. It's a 6 mana 5/5 where its Death Rattle, like when it died, it would take control of an opponent's monster. That card was played in literally every deck. I don't think there was for the majority of Hearthstone's run, if a deck could fit Sylvanas, it was playing Sylvanas. It was so broken. But it had good value. It was good value. It always did what you wanted it to do. It always did something. And you could just put it into anything because it was so generic. And I think Glow Up Bulb is like a perfect example of that, where it always does exactly what you want it to do. It's very generic, and you can slide this into basically almost every single deck. Yeah, you just play Sylvanas. If you could play Sylvanas, you played it. Like, you were just like, fuck it, I'll put in Sylvanas. Fuck it, I'll put in Rakdos. Fuck it, I'll put in, like, Bob, I'll put in Ysera. Fuck it, I'll put in, like, there were just so many cards that fit this bill. And I think, like, Glow Up Bulb is the perfect example of it in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my personal opinion. Like, it just fits in everything. Honestly, stay banned. Fuck it. I think it's just too good. It's way too generic. It's not like it's good. It's just too generic. Butterfly Dagger Elma. That sucks. It's penis. It's like... I need to reread Elma. Yeah, it says destroyed. Yeah, this card sucks. Yeah, Butterfly Dagger Elma, not good. It's like Phoenix Blade, like a billion times worse. There are funny FTKs with it, but I want to see those FTKs, so fuck you. Premature Burial is searchable, so nope, bye-bye, stay banned forever. Gendora, this card sucks. Most of the pieces for this FTK are just like straight up banned anyways, so who cares? Also, the FTK is terrible. You have to summon a Chronomaly. Like, that should just say enough about it itself. Set rotations, it's kind of just like terraforming, but you play a Garnet. The main thing with like set rotation is that like it's bad. It's bad, but there's just like enough funny application. I think if you put it at 1, it's fine, but 3, painful choice. No. Plushfire. I don't know, kind of sussy. It kind of just searches Monkeyboard. It's a non-once per turn searcher. The question is, do you care that much about a non-once per turn searcher or Perform Age? I think that in Monkeyboard's case, because it just sets the scales for you, it's good enough because you can just get a 1 to 8 scale extremely easily. But Plushfire? I don't know. Oh, Plushfire summons? Yeah, fuck this shit. Yeah, get this shit away from me. Get this shit away from me forever. Grinder Golem. I don't know. Kind of sussy. Like, I don't like token generators. They're not good. Token generators are not good. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. You know it in your heart to be true. But also, Grinder Golem's a little... I don't know. The main thing I don't like about token generators is that they're terrible. You have to dedicate so much extra deck space, you gotta blah 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 blah. And yes, technically this card is searchable off of like the world's worst Bakura support. I'm trying to remember what the card was called. It's like Fiend something, like Dark Occultism? Dark Spirit's Mastery. It's terrible. Like it's terrible. Like, but it's so... No. I think it's fine, but I personally think it's fine, but this card's probably just like a little bit too good. I fucking hate Mystic Mine. This card is so unhealthy. It's not the fact that like it's good or bad or anything. It's the fact that it forces certain play dynamics, you know? It forces Yu-Gi-Oh! It forces deck building in a way where, especially in a best of 1 format, you have to play this card, otherwise you kind of lose. You have to play Mystic Mine if you want like the ultimate plan B. You have to play Cosmic Cyclone if you want like to not lose the Mystic Mine. Like, if a card forces you to play a specific, if a card just existing forces you to play a card, otherwise you literally lose the game. Like, not just something like a lose the game in the same way like something like, I don't know, like a Nightmare U-Link does, but lose the game in like a literal sense with like Mystic Mine. Yeah, that's a no from me, Chief. Fiber Jar is penis. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Rat Pier. I fucking hate Zodiac cards. Get this shit away from me. I think Rat Pier is like one of the most broken shit of all time. Oh my god, my webcam froze again. Oh, my webcam keep freezing. I understand. There we go. Yeah, the main reason is that, like, it's fucking Rat Pier. It just summons from the deck. It's Foolish Burial. It's way too good. I fucking hate Zodiac cards. Graceful Charity. Yeah, broken. It's better than Pot of Greed, arguably. Toon Cannon Soldier. Who fucking cares? Omega Lol. Ultimate Offering. This card is shit. This card is so shit. Chat, tell me one good reason why Ultimate Offering is good. Give me one. I'm serious. Give me one good reason why Ultimate Offering is good. Tell me one reason why Ultimate Offering is good. Summon all the gadgets? Here's the counter argument. You're playing fucking gadgets. If you have to play gadgets for this shitty card to be good, oh wow. Oh, I'm losing. If you're losing to gadgets, you deserve to lose the gadgets. Chat, do you know what exists? It's called Phantom Knight. That's just better gadget, and that deck is still shit. Oh no, I'm getting rank 4 spammed. Oh, they summoned a Dweller. Oh, they summoned an F-Zero. Fellas, that shit is called... That shit is called sharks. That shit is called, like, fish. It is not good. It is not good in any capacity. Like no. The only unit... Actually... This card might not be good if Flunder exists. If Flunder exists, this card might actually be broken. But, yeah, Zandra knew. But Prankids sucks. I'm kidding. I think, like, the only deck this card would genuinely be broken in is exactly Flunder. Or Zoo? Yeah, but Zoo sucks. We don't have good Zoo cards. Yeah, this card sucks. Zodiac Borbo. No. Link Cross. No. Borbo, who would have guessed? 2 level 4 search, Zodiac, I fucking hate this deck. Get material into grave. Link Cross, it's fucking Link Cross, it summons tokens. This card ruined the format. Last Will, who would have guessed that summoning from the deck might be good? Like, this card is so goofy. This is like one of the goofiest cards ever printed. It has like some of the worst PSET of all time. I still to this day have no clue how it works. I have no idea how this shit works. Yeah, Broad Bolt. Fuck Broad Bolt. LP. Fuck LP. I hate it. Summoning from the deck. I hate it. Fuck LP. Shit should never have been legal. Tyrant Neptune. This card dog shit. This card is penis bad. Oh no, my Lyrilusk FTK. This card is penis bad. Copying effects is funny. It's not good. It's just funny. It's not good. Like these cards, like this card can come back. What the fuck am I searching Tyrant Neptune off of? What am I gonna do if I search it? What am I gonna copy? Fucking Moulin Glacier? Jin Releaser of Rituals? It's sussy, like... You can technically play it in Drytron, but it's just so... shit. It's just like a sacky... It's just... The main thing is that it's just really sacky. And like, it's really annoying. It should probably stay banned, but I don't know, it's just not that good. I think like the funniest thing about Jin during Necros format was that people played Shock Troops, because you could just Shock Troops and you could just like add you could like Shock Troops their thing, you could add another Shock Troops, or you could use the Shock Troops to go into like Anolia Tylus. No, you could go into the Water Shadal, which is really funny. Redox is kind of sussy. Redox is probably the best Dragon Ruler, because it's just literally Monster Reborn, but is it Earth? I don't know, it was kind of sussy. Just maybe a little too good, you know? A little too good. Blackwings Steam the Cloak. This is like worse Glow Up Bulb. Well, it probably still has to stay in this category. I don't think it's that good. I think it's fine, probably. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, this card is not even that good. Kinda like, it just summons a token. Wait, never mind, it's broken. Okay, put that in like the stay ban please category. Royal Oppression. Fuck this card. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Fishborg Blaster is not even that good. It's funny in Mermail. It's funny in Link Spam. But overall, it's not really that good. It's funny though. I will give you that. It is very funny. Ib, the World Chalice Justicar, is not that good. She had a lot of funny things where you could do like a bunch of like guard dragon bullshit, because like Draconet was like a 1-card FTK. Yeah, it was just like, it's not that good, but it's pretty good. Mindmaster. The cards. Yeah, it's fucking Mindmaster. It's not that good though, because you have to play Psychics on Mega Wall. Never mind, Virtual World exists. Gofu.
I'm sorry about this, but I'm gonna have to send you to the Shadow Realm.
It's not great. It's not bad. Punk? Oh my god. Yeah, never mind. I don't know, it's just Gofu. Tofu? I don't like Gofu. Gofu's broken. Gofu's goofy. Gofu's like the tokens. Gofu's like the best token summoner, and I don't even know if it's that good. Ow, that hurt. The thing is, Gofu just does everything on its own. You don't even have to dedicate that much extra XP. Gofu, go fucking sell. That's a good one. Jesus Christ, that's actually a good one. Yeah, that's probably about right. All right, chat. This is the perfect tier list. You cannot confirm nor deny. This is everything. This is what pure undistilled gamer looks like. This is the perfect tier list. I'm sorry.